Intellivision Amico games were on sale, and nobody cares. Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. The lack of talent, the lack of professionalism, the lack of quality games are shown by the complete indifference, right, that the Intellivision Amico games have now. Nobody cares. It's Happy Home Games now, right? It was Intellivision Amico, now it's Happy Home Games. It's a whole shell game to move money around, right? Are the taxes paid yet? I don't know, probably not. Are the investors getting their money back? Oh, hell no, absolutely not. If there's things that we can criticize one Tommy Tallarico for, my biggest criticism of him is not firing John Alvarado as soon as he couldn't get cornhole done, right? He cornholed the entire project. I got proof right here. I have 2 sets of games that I can't play. I donated another to charity, and I don't know, right now they're looking at it going, what's going on? I gave the money to charity. I don't know about the poor people that bought the games. They're like, hey, what happened to these, right? The same as everybody else, the same as the investors, and the audacity, right? The audacity to still come on live streams, right, and say, well, we need to get paid, so people can work. We're doing work for free. You know who did work for free? The guy that worked on Megabox by himself. He did work for free because he was making a great game, because he's actually talented, unlike one John Alvarado. He bet on himself, and now he sold 1 million games, right? That's 10 million buckaroos, because the game's only $9.99. Cheaper than anything that John Alvarado's doing. And look at that. All of a sudden he's got $10 million. He sold 1 million games, over 1 million games now. That's a kind of talent that this company needed. Let that be a lesson to you guys. When you have a bad employee, get rid of them quick. When they're not up to the task, when they're not being productive, you got to get them the hell out of there. And that happens in a lot of these ventures, especially when they use other people's money, because it's not your money, right? You don't take care of it as well. When you're a business owner, right, and you have to hire somebody, you really, really, really have to do your due diligence, right? Because those dollars are not coming back. That person needs to produce more than what they take. And that was never the case with John Alvarado and his team, right? It was always about pay me first. Let me bring some family members on board. And now, hey, we're doing work for free. No, you got paid ahead of time. Over $500,000 already in salaries, just wasted and burnt on absolute mediocrity, right? Not delivering anything. Guys, look, here's proof. Retrobro made a game better than anything that they have out there. Delivered the game in time. This right here, physical media. I can put it in my NES. These are all ideas that these guys could have done. Hey, we don't have the Amico. Let's make some games for Atari. Let's make some games for the NES. Let's do anything. None of this even crossed these guys' heads. Why? Because it's mediocre work. It's mediocre work. There's a couple of types of people out there, right? There's the Speedo Gonzalez like me. I'm always on the hustle. I'm everywhere. And there's people like John Alvarado, kind of slowpoke Gonzalez. Yes, I'll get to it. Eventually we're going to do this, but I'm hungry right now. No, he didn't get the job done. Tommy should have fired him as soon as he didn't finish cornhole, as soon as those games were not ready, right out the door, because he cornholed the whole operation, right? The hardware engineer said, I finished the product. What does that mean? He had all the hardware done. All you had to do was develop software and get it going. He could never do that. That's on his shoulders. He was a chief technology officer. He owns that. He owns that failure. He owns the mediocre games that are coming out right now. But you still have the audacity of these guys coming out on stream talking about, we're working for free, we need to pay people. No, you don't. Megabox didn't pay themselves. They're achieving the success now. Right? That's the difference. It's a difference of having talent, of knowing what you're doing, and not knowing absolutely what you're doing. And even look, Somebody that started from scratch even beat him. RetroBro outsold him. Outsold any games that he's put out in physical media. This guy with Megabank completely obliterated, made a game that has so much replay value that you can spend hundreds of hours on if you wanted to, right? More than anything that he's put out. One person, not a team. Nobody help, nobody's asking for donations right now or anything like that. Nobody's asking, he's not having to have a sale or anything like that. No, just did a good game, put it on the market and sold it and made the money. That's not something this company's ever gonna say. You know why? Because they don't have it. They don't have the talent. They don't have the talent. It's that simple. If you can put these games out, right? If these empty boxes are just gonna be here for posterity, lying around, it's not like you're gonna take them to water. I'm gonna take the whole lot. Unless Tommy signs them, I'm not taking them, right? Imagine going up to Tommy, hey Tommy, come on, sign them, come on. That would be pretty cool, right? You're certainly not gonna have John sign these. Oh no, they would devalue it. Oh man, what a clown show. What an absolute clown show. And to come up with excuses. Guys, this is something that I've done for years. I've showed examples of previous games that have been done by one person with no resources, just learning how to code from their house, making indie hits, making titles that have outsold anything that Amico has ever put out. And people still out there like, oh, John's such a great guy. He might be a great guy at parties. He might be a good drinking buddy. He might be good at exercising, whatever the hell he does. The vegan crap, whatever. He might be great at that. But as far as making games that people want, absolute trash. Absolute trash. Absolute garbage results. Criticizing his work. Right? His work is absolute garbage. It always failed and continues to fail. Oh, I can't wait for the next live stream. Oh, we got biplanes out. Oh, I want to see that live stream. The greatest hit, biplanes is going to be it. Biplanes is going to be the next Megabank. It's going to be like Megabank and Fortnite combined, right? No, it's not. We already know. But the fact that these people even get out of bed to put out, just to put yourself on camera. If I had failed that bad, I would just come out and say, guys, I couldn't get the mustard. Look for somebody who's more talented than me. I need to go learn some more and I'll return after I know what I'm doing. None of that. No humility. Still go out there and try to promote this stuff like it's the latest and greatest. And look, as long as these exist, failure will always be your calling card. Always. All right, humans, I will catch you on the next one. Because there's always more, with this company. There's always more. Hit like, subscribe. If you like these Amico hits, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.